Hello, welcome to Boxing Bants, home of First Boxing. It's Kieran here again with another interview. Today I'm going to be interviewing Paulie Malignaggi, former two-time world champion. I've interviewed him a few times before. Paulie always been very nice to me in terms of always responding to get me interviews with himself and other fighters. Basically we go to speak about obviously the current situation, as not much boxing going on at the moment, actually none going on at the moment. So essentially we just speak about the coronavirus situation, how it's going on over with him in the US and his family in Italy, and we also go to speak about the Tyson Fury Wilder fight, and also get to speak to him a little bit about Luke Keeler and Demetrius Andrade. So yeah, hope you enjoy this. So basically at the moment, Paulie, how's things with you over in America? Are you in lockdown like us here in Ireland, or how is it going?
Yeah, I mean, the United States has 50 states, so each state handles it in sort of according to their methodology. But most places in the United States are now pretty much locked down. There are some food places you can go to for takeaway or takeout food. The grocery stores and supermarkets are opened on a limited hours basis and limited amount of people they can go in per shift, so to speak, so that they can practice social distancing even inside those places. But for the most part, most people think places are shut down. Unfortunately, it's probably not even worth it for places to open up anyway, because you'll lose more money keeping a place open in most instances, just because customers are just not showing up. So it's a tough time, both from a health and physical standpoint as well as an economical standpoint for a lot of people.
For some reason, I don't know why, over here we had just everyone, when our lockdown was announced, everyone was running to the shops getting toilet roll and bread, and I don't know, was that the same for you? It just seems insane.
We had the same thing here. Apparently, toilet paper was more in demand than some things some other things. I mean, you could probably sell a roll of toilet paper for more about the price of gold at a certain point here. I mean, it was so in demand and so difficult to find. There was only a big win too.
Yeah, it's quite insane to me, because like Ireland, we're never prepared for extreme weather, and when there's extreme weather like snow, everyone seems to buy loads of bread as if there's no other food in the supermarket. And now, since this happened, for some reason we need toilet roll. I don't know, but yeah.
Maybe it's the modern generation values it more than food.
So your father is living in Italy at the moment. What's it like for him? Because they're probably one of the worst off countries at the moment.
Yeah. My father is in southern Italy, which luckily is not as bad as in northern Italy. But the entire country is locked down. And even his small town is locked down by the police as well. Nobody's allowed to come in or out. He told me some guy came into the town the other day to go visit his girlfriend, and they impounded his car, and he has to stay in the town for 40 days now.
Oh my God.
Apparently, if you come out of your town and you come into a new town, my father's town is a small town, but it has no cases in it.
Wow.
So apparently, if there's any new cases, they want to make sure they know where they came from. So being that he was a new guy that came into the town from out of town, he wasn't supposed to. They've now kept him in the town for 40 days to make sure. So he's stuck. Hopefully he's not married and was visiting his girlfriend on the side.
Oh my God.
Because he's stuck.
So what in regards to Demetrius' last fight against Luke Keeler, what did you think of the fight, and what did you think of Luke and Demetrius in the fight?
I mean, from the moment it started, Luke went down right away, so you started to think it was going to be a short night, especially that in the United States nobody really knew who Luke was. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that he got up and had a go of it. I actually didn't think they had to stop the fight. When they stopped, I thought Luke was okay to keep going. But nonetheless, when the fight started, I mean, that was almost like the first punch he dropped him with, or one of the first punches. I thought, man, this is going to be really quick. And then, Luke showed, because fighting is physical, but fighting is also mental. Obviously, Luke wasn't there to just show up for a check, because a guy who was there to show up for a check goes down that fast. He doesn't last much longer after that. But Luke had showed up for the Louisville, so he he fought that way, and he made a go of it. I didn't think Demetrius looked as good as he has looked in the past. Obviously Demetrius is a very tough guy to beat. Well, be it for Luke or be it for anybody else. But I thought he actually had Demetrius a little bit frustrated. Not at the fact that the fight was in jeopardy, but just at the fact that he was so stubborn and he was staying in there and even started to land a few shots himself.
Yeah. Luke kind of spoke about because he got caught so early. He said what really got to him the most is that obviously once you get caught so early, he had to fight off his instinct, and he couldn't really apply any of the tactics that he had practiced during his camp.
Of course, and that's the thing. I mean, with the old Mike Tyson saying everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, and that's sort of what ends up happening sometimes. The fight gets off to a start that maybe you didn't anticipate, and suddenly now you're fighting in a different manner than you had planned to fight. It happened to me too in the Miguel Cotto fight where I got dropped in round 2. I got cut in round 1 and dropped in round 2, and suddenly I'm in a fight where I knew I was going to be in the fight, but I didn't think the fight was going to go this way. So suddenly now I'm making adjustments that I didn't feel like I was going to need to make. Mm-hmm. So it was sort of I think I can definitely relate to that and understand where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm. After this now for Demetrius, like after this fight with Peter, like where do you think he should go? Like there's been talks of him moving up. There's been talks of him fighting Liam Williams. And he's looking for that big fight. It's difficult, obviously, when you're working under different promotions and different management. But what do you think it should be the next step for him?
Yeah, it is. But with the zone, I mean, you could get Canelo, you could get Golovkin. At this point, I mean, nobody wants to fight Demetrius Andrade. I don't think anybody should really be blaming Demetrius Andrade for not being able to get these fights. I don't think it's his fault. He's in a contract situation where he could fight Golovkin and Canelo, and none of them afford him. He could fight a lot of guys. Obviously fighting the other guys with the other networks, that's also a difficult proposition because the politics get in the way. But really, before all this, politics did not get in the way. He just put himself in a situation where he was at a promoter who couldn't get TV dates. So somebody could have volunteered to fight him because he didn't have his own TV dates like he does now with Matchroom. But so anybody could afford him at that point, just use him as an opponent. But he's too dangerous and he's too good to be used as an opponent. So nobody will take the option of going that route unless it's absolutely necessary. And that's sort of the shame of the way the boxing landscape is made out to be. Where if you have too many losses, or if you have a couple losses, even if you have one loss, suddenly you're not attractive anymore. So guys who maybe would fight him under different circumstances are not able to fight him because they don't want to lose their luster and their ability to make money.
So in regards to the Fury and Wilder fight, obviously you weren't working the fight, so you actually got the privilege of actually just watching it in the comfort of your own home and whatnot. What did you think of the fight in general?
It definitely didn't go as I thought it would. I mean, I picked, the only thing that I thought would go was that Fury would win the fight. I didn't expect that kind of game plan. I know Tyson's father had mentioned it in the BT Sport preview that I did for my London in early February. And I just thought it was more gamesmanship when he was saying that. Because a lot of times guys will show that give that gamesmanship and lead up to a fight, but really he implemented those game plans. He implemented those tactics, and he implemented them brilliantly to the point where even I was surprised. I did pick Fury to win the fight because I felt like he would be sharper than he was even the first fight where I thought he won. But he brought a different kind of fight. I mean, I don't think anybody expected it, and particularly Deontay didn't expect it.
Mm-hmm. After the last fight, Deontay was I kind of spoke to you about this before, but Deontay was kind of speaking about how after the first fight, how you were being biased, and he thought you won the first 4 rounds, and you kind of mentioned how you thought maybe there was too many yes men around him. His reaction of how he's lost in terms of the suit and his attitude towards Mark Breland, it didn't really, would it have surprised you really how he's reacted after the fight?
No, it didn't. I don't think any of us are supposed to receive a defeat with open arms, because then if you do, you're not a competitor, and you're not a true competitor. So I can understand when you're bitter about a defeat and all that other stuff. Because if you receive a defeat too easily, that means you've lost the competitive fire, and it's probably time to retire. So I can understand him not wanting to accept it, but of course, you also don't want to come off as a sore loser or as a guy who turns fans off of you by some of the things that you may do or say. Again, I do think that from one perspective, I like that he's got that fire burning, because to me it shows that this guy's a fighter through and through. But at the same time, he's got to just make better choices of what he says and does sometimes. And sometimes that is because of the yes men. I particularly think so.
And you kind of said because, when you've lost a fight, more so when you've lost it in that manner, you have to stick with a narrative, obviously, for ahead of a rematch that, that the public can grasp. But you kind of said that, with the stuff that he said, that it's already been spoken in his circles, and that maybe the people around him... Particularly, if you say something publicly, you've already mentioned it in your circle. Like, it's not, you didn't just come off the top of your head in a public interview and just say that. Most likely, when you say something in an interview, you've already spoken about that topic in your circle, because things like that don't just come off the top of your head in the moment, in the middle of an interview. These are things that you've thought about, spoken to within your circle, and you've gotten away with it in your circle. So therefore, you think it's okay to speak about it publicly. So that was why I had the inclination that probably the yes men weren't helping Deontay, because I think Deontay's a smart guy, and he's a very good fighter, obviously. But at the same time, sometimes when you're honest with yourself, you can make the best adjustments possible for the future, and make be a better fighter. In terms of the excuse itself with the suit, what was your thoughts on it?
With my what?
The reason he used after one of the reasons he used after the fight was the suit was too heavy. It's 45 pounds, and Tyson has come out on UK TV and said that he's seen interviews of him. Just two interviews, one on Joe Rogan saying that he trains with 45-pound vest. Another one was.
I've seen those two.
And there was another.
I've seen those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he likes to train with these big suits on, of course. And that's what I'm saying. He didn't do himself any favors with that, because you don't want to. You want to set yourself up to, if you want that rematch, you want third fight. You want to set yourself up to promote that third fight, but you don't want to set yourself up to be ridiculed going into the third fight. So you got to be careful. Obviously, easier said than done in the moment when there's emotions going through your mind and you're charged up emotions. But at the same time, this is where it's better to not have too many yes men around your team so they can kind of guide you into the approach of what you should and shouldn't say after a fight like that.
The rematch now, that obviously it's contracted, it's going to happen. It hopefully happens this July, but a lot of people aren't sure whether it will or not. But do you think that Deontay can make the adjustments to turn it around, make the fight more competitive, and hopefully win?
I think it's a very difficult proposition, because now Tyson has shown he can beat him going backwards and forwards, so you just don't know what kind of Tyson Fury you're going to wind up with in a fight. But at the same time, who knows? You don't know how the mental approach of each fighter goes into the fight, especially with the situation with coronavirus going on in the world and training is sort of lax. You don't know if Tyson maybe goes off and the wheels fall off again like they did in the past, and he kind of goes on some kind of crazy binge. He's had a lot of success, he's had a lot of money, and the last time this happened and he took too long of a layoff, the wheels fell off the wagon. So, you never know. Life gets in the way sometimes. But as far as from a pure boxing standpoint, from a pure boxing perspective, I think that it's a very difficult fight for Deontay Wilder. And then if the other intangibles come into play, okay. But not speaking of the other intangibles that I just mentioned, from a pure boxing perspective, I think that it's a very difficult fight for Deontay Wilder, because now even mentally he knows he can be beat.
After AJ beat Ruiz the second time, you kind of said that Tyson and Wilder now are kind of the top two. They're kind of in their own bracket, and AJ isn't quite at their level yet. He's a little bit behind. after that fight, do you still have that kind of opinion? Do you still think Anthony Joshua's just a little bit behind them too?
Yeah, I still think Deontay's still the number 2 guy. But if you take another beating like this, you're going to put yourself in the position and the risk of falling down the ladder because even from a personal standpoint, confidence-wise, you're not going to be as confident anymore. Now, this is just my opinion, but I would have let Fury and Joshua fight first, and if I was Deontay, and then I would have fought the winner.
Mm-hmm.
This way, this way, the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world would have been on the line. I would have let them fight. I would have took a tune-up and sort of get a confidence builder back, and then I would have fought the winner of that fight after that, and that way, fight for the undisputed heavyweight championship. But of course, it's easier. Again, it's easier said than done because when you come off a loss and you want to right the wrongs of the past, you're a competitor and you have that fire burning inside you. So I also can understand why Deontay would want it right away. Whether that's safe or not, whether that's too emotional of a decision or not, that remains to be seen. I think so.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because what you said there was exactly what Adam Booth said. Adam Booth said, realistically, the best thing Deontay should have said is, give me my step aside money, use to fight, but I want to have the winner after in whatever split it was. But yeah, he pretty much echoed what you said.
Even got paid for the step aside money too. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
So just at the end here, I just want to speak to you about the virus. If there's anything you want to say to people, because people have this misconception that it can't affect athletes, etc., etc. Like Ireland now, our last Irish champion, heavyweight champion, was Tyson Fury, and the one before that was a guy called Coleman Barrett, who won it like a year or two before him. Coleman is retired about 5 years, but he's only 37, and he's in intensive care. He's in intensive care at the moment. He's really fighting for his life with it. With the coronavirus, yeah. And Anthony Yard has come out this week and said that his father was young and healthy, and his father's after dying from it. So,
his father passed away from it too. I heard,
yeah. So, what's your message to people? Yeah. So, what's your message to people?
My message to people is nothing is worth the risk to your own life, and if it's not even to your own life, it's to the loved ones you have that you come across. You have parents, you have grandparents. Even if you're going to think of it from a selfish standpoint, it is not one of those things like you say where we talk about, say, terrorism, where we say, oh, I'm not going to let terrorism stop me from living my life. You can't say that about coronavirus. I'm not going to stop coronavirus from living my life, because you're putting something selfish in the way of this at this point. Because yes, it may not affect you, but the people you come across, you will be contagious if you end up catching it. And you may be one of those asymptomatic people. You may be one of those people that has very, very, very mild symptoms, but you come across people, you're still spreading it, and the spread winds up having a tougher effect on some other people, and maybe you're gonna wind up hurting the people you love. So it's an opportunity here to show how not selfish the world is, and we are in society. And we always talk about this modern world, this modern society is so selfish and so egotistical. Well, this is the opportunity to show that we are selfless. And, by not only taking care of ourselves, but by doing the right thing, taking care of everybody else who may be around us, by not putting them at risk too. Because every time you go out for a worthless reason, or hang out for a worthless reason, it's not about putting yourself at risk. You want to be an idiot, that's fine, but you're putting others at risk that you will come across after. So social distancing is important, quarantining is important, and I saw a meme the other day online where it said social distancing, you have one of two choices. You're going to stay 6 feet apart above ground, or you can be 6 feet apart below ground, where you'll still be social distancing, but you'll be dead. And that applies to not just us, but our loved ones too. This is a very, very dangerous situation. I particularly am feeling, sort of down about it and hopeless about it, because the spread is so fast that it's so easily spread and contagious that I just don't see an end to it unless there is a true vaccine for it. And if this is part of our society from now on, I can't imagine life ever being the same again. Because this will always be a killer. That means, and some people, there will always be, even if the numbers diminish and they get is sort of under control. If this exists among us in our society, it's still going to be something that hurts us and will take away our loved ones. And anybody who's at an advanced age will always be a risk, and let alone even people that are at a normal age. I just saw a headline last night that said the first person under 18 years old in New York City died of coronavirus. You know, under 18 years old. So it depends what kind of strength you get. You want to really play Russian roulette with your life. You know, like or your loved ones' lives. So for me, it's you be bored but be alive. Be bored but keep your loved ones alive. You know, this is life. Be selfless. Don't be selfish.
All right. Well, thanks for that. On that note, Paulie, on that message, I think we'll end it there. But thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it as always. And let's hope that the world will be back in a good place in a few months, and boxing will be back by the end of the summer.
Yes, sir. Praying for that. Thanks, man.
Okay. Cheers. Thanks very much, Paulie. Thanks again.